Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello! Welcome to the podcast. I'm Sam. This is Chris.
I'm Chris.
We are Save Point Productions.
We are.
I am adjusting my microphone still. I think I should be good now.
Yeah, I was actually waiting to start until you got your microphone
Well,
adjusted
I started.
because that entire intro is going to have over it.
Welcome to Save Point Productions. My name's Sam. That's Chris. Welcome to the podcast.
That's such a hard cut into it.
Hello.
Look, here's what we do. We're gonna stop for a second. Hello, and welcome to Save Point Productions. This is our podcast.
You know I'm putting all of that in.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome to the podcast, guys. I'm not going to say my name again. I said it twice
That's
already.
Sam, and I'm Chris.
I'm Sam.
He's Sam,
It's true.
and this is Chris.
Follow me on Twitter. Say more music.
This is our first ever podcast.
Woo!
Numero
Number
uno.
one. We're number one.
We win.
This video's number one.
all of the things.
Number one.
Number one.
Remember how many wands does it take? Just one.
And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Our analytics just, man, at like the 30-second mark, everyone stopped watching.
It's weird. I can't figure out. As soon as we start talking, people. Oh no.
Talk about bumping the mic.
Hey.
Maybe you bump the mic a little bit harder next time.
I could if you want me to. I knocked yours over.
Please do. Welcome to the... Stop that. All right, so we are Save Point Productions.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you guys have probably heard us talk about it over the last couple of months. We have been working very hard this whole last summer up to this point. If you're watching this in the future, then the summer of 2017, we worked very hard.
Extremely hard.
Very hard. Filming a lot of like test footage, kind of getting used to this whole process, getting equipment, mics, camera, mic stands. Mine's not great, if you couldn't tell from Chris knocking it over earlier, which
If we keep that in the video.
may or may not be in the video. If
I
not,
knocked his microphone over after I spilled beer all over the
If
floor.
not, look for a blooper reel in the future where that's going to be aired. So yeah, welcome to the channel.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. Fun fact, this is our second time recording this because the first time I got a little overexcited and just repeated myself a bunch. So this time I'm going to try not to do that. Also, our lighting was super, super bad.
Our lighting's still not great, if we're being completely honest.
Because we're using 100% natural lighting.
By natural lighting, I mean we have the blinds drawn on our big like door window thing in the back of our apartment.
Door window.
What's it called? Like a sliding door?
It's a sliding door. Sliding glass door.
A big sliding glass door in the back of our door window thing.
Door window thing.
It's a door window.
It's a door you can look out of!
Welcome to the podcast. We have door windows.
We will have a proper lighting in the near future.
Soon.
Very soon.
Lighting's
Which I'm
expensive.
excited. I'm excited. Lighting is expensive. But I'm excited about that. What should we talk about first? Should we go ahead and just start with the beginnings? Like the beginning. Should we start at the beginning? Should we start with like the idea?
Let's start with the idea. What are we doing with this channel? So that when they stop watching halfway through the video, they'll at least know what we're doing.
Yeah, to at least get the idea of it. Well, I think if we're going to start from the very beginning, then Save Point Productions as a whole was something that both you and I have wanted to do for a very, very long time. I'd say about a year ago. About a year ago, I approached Sam here about doing a YouTube thing.
Not right here.
Which, not specifically here, but I approached Sam about a year ago about starting a YouTube thing together. Both he and I, which is funny, both he and I separately have been wanting to do YouTube things in the past, and I've even done a couple stupid, very, very bad things that are hopefully not available to watch
I've
anymore.
also done some bad things that are on a channel that I'm not going to tell you all the name of.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've made some very, very bad videos in the past and sort of just stopped because it wasn't really what I wanted, but I also didn't really know what I was doing. But we're big fans of things like Donkey and Rooster Teeth and all that sort of thing, and we both have a passion for both video games and media production.
That's true.
And figured we'd get our hand at this. I mean, me personally, I know you've got a degree, fancy man, and doing all these other things. But personally, I love to work in this form of business, and the only way to get better at doing things like this is to just do it a bunch until you're better. But this is also a way for us to sort of flex our creative limbs and our physical limbs.
All of our creative limbs.
And just make something a whole lot of fun. Save Point itself is a sort of celebration of gaming and geek culture.
We're nerds.
It was born out of the idea that there's a lot of negativity when it comes to things like video games, especially. I think
the Angry Joe show,
the Angry Video Game Nerd.
It's just a lot of anger.
Yeah, even shows like Jimquisition, all this stuff it came out of an idea where I was just going through a bunch of videos on YouTube, and all of these were rants about certain things or angry about these particular videos, and I was like, I'm not trying to disparage that sort of thing. I think they definitely have an audience, and they're very, very popular for a reason.
It can be pretty funny.
And I mean, certainly, most of them are playing a character, and they're not necessarily that fired up. But
I hope they're not.
No, it's
feel bad for all of their friends and loved ones.
Rage quit Jones. But the idea here was to be more of a positive look on all these sorts of things, because we love video games, we love hanging out together, and the approach that we're taking with our videos is to give the vibe of sitting down with your best friends on the couch and playing games together.
It's like a spot on the couch,
which
right
literally
there.
over here, we just actually recorded a video over here of us playing video games together, which I think we're going to release today as well.
Yeah, you should see that today.
So look out for our Madden NFL 18 video, which is that somebody at our door? That was weird. That was really weird. We can cut that out. Is your laptop plugged in?
Yeah, it is.
Dog. Which, yeah, our Madden NFL 18 video should be coming out today. It's really, really funny. I'm super happy with it. But yeah, that was the idea, was to just be a little more positive, have a lot of fun with it, and hopefully in the future be able to foster this community where we can hang out with each other and talk about all these things and really just have a good time and play the video games that we love, because we love video games. We really, really do.
So some of the series that we're doing, we're posting 2 videos a week.
Yep.
Every week for sure. On Fridays is going to be the podcast. This is podcast number 1. This is a Friday.
Numero
the day we posted
uno, September 1st.
His sister's birthday.
It's true. Happy
birthday, Hannah. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
I'm doing great. Mm-hmm. Then on Saturdays we're going to post
gameplay videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll try. The word was escaping my mind.
Video gameplay videos.
Video gameplay, gaming videos, playing.
Yeah.
Us playing video games. And those will take the form of we have a We Suck At series where we suck at different games.
Like Madden.
Which is going to go up today. We suck at Madden 18. I'm so sorry. I can't breathe right now. And then periodically, we're also going to do a couple of different series, one of which is going to be called Should You Buy? Mm-hmm. So when big marquee releases come out, the first one will be Destiny 2, which you'll be seeing coming up in the next week and a half probably.
It'll most likely be next Friday.
Hopefully.
Will that go up? That's the idea, because that released on September 6th.
Yeah.
Which I think...
Thursday.
Is that a Thursday? Ooh, I don't know if that's going to... That might be Saturday.
Maybe Saturday or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so... basically, the idea of the video series, that one specifically, is...
It's sort of our take on reviews.
Yeah, because we don't like putting a number on things. Like, it's 8 out of 10. Like, what does that
arbitrary.
mean? What does that really mean?
Yeah.
So instead, it's we're just going to play a game a bunch and then kind of give you our honest opinion, show you some gameplay, and kind of say, hey, should you buy this game? Should you maybe, wait until the price drops when no one else buys it? Or should you just be like, nope.
Which... in a similar way that the channel as a whole is the idea of just kind of hanging out with your friends and playing video games. Our review series, the Should You Buy series, the concept there is to, if you were going up to a friend and getting their recommendation, is like, hey, did you like this game? Do you think I should buy it? And so as the channel goes on and as we develop these Should You Buy series, you'll get to learn more about us and our video games, video game taste and that sort of thing, and then you'll be able to sit down and be like, well, they really liked this game, I'll probably like it too, or the opposite, and that just sort of depends. It's really I think the Should You Buy is very much like a first impression sort of kind of thing, and then it's our recommendation on whether you should buy the game or not, rather than this got a 7.5 out of 10, too much water. Skyrim with guns.
But yeah, so, and the other kind of series that we're kind of working on that'll be a little further down the line would be a Games We Love series, which was Chris' original idea. When Chris came to me with a channel idea, Games We Love was the first thing he talked to me about.
That was going to be the channel.
Well, we're going to make videos kind of talking about maybe a little more unknown or not as well-loved games that we love. Mm-hmm. look, my favorite game of all time, The World Ends With You.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Very few people have played that game. It's a great game.
But
Spoiler
also,
alert.
games that are very, very popular. It really was. It was that sort of half review, half this is the thing that I love this game. It was just supposed to be a celebration. I was like, wow, this is why this game is so awesome. And that actually originally came to me while I was doing my millionth playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. And I was just sitting there. I was like, I really love this game.
Chris has spent approximately a year and a half of his life just playing Knights of the Old Republic.
I'm sure it's more than that. I've played that game so many times.
A long time.
At least once a year, sometimes twice. You got to do the dark and the light side story. In addition to those shows, I guess I want to clarify a little more on the release schedule. This Fridays are podcasts.
Yes.
Saturdays will be gameplay videos.
Yes.
Should you buy videos, we'll basically be as close to the release as we can manage that. Which I know it isn't really a concrete thing, and I'm sorry about that. But we do want to make sure that we get all the information that we want in the video presented well enough. And the goal is to have it out within the next 48 hours after release. So that way when the weekend comes up and you're deciding on whether you want to purchase a game or not, you can look at this video and be like, oh, that's cool. This sounds like something that I would enjoy or not enjoy.
And if you're curious to know the release schedules, you can check out our Twitter, Save Point Videos, I think it's the Twitter. And we'll post all that there, like, when the game comes out, hey, probably up in the next couple days.
Yep.
Or follow us on Twitter. Links all of that in the description below.
Yep.
Our Instagram in the description below.
Yep.
And another thing in the description below is our Patreon.
Big deal, this Patreon. Due to the adpocalypse and generally just the whole shaky thing there, we're not looking to gain any sort of revenue from YouTube directly. We're using it.
You can keep your filthy money.
We're going to get kicked off for that. We're mainly deciding to use YouTube simply as our host service, to where we can hold all our videos, at least for the time being. But we do want to be able to create better content and get nicer things to then improve the content that's released. So we opened up a Patreon where, should you like our content and want to support us,
or don't like our content and still want to support us, so we can make better content that you might actually like in the future.
We have a Patreon right now where we've got a couple goals set up to pick up a couple consoles that we don't necessarily own, because most of the stuff we're doing right now is on PlayStation.
It'll be entirely on PlayStation 4
for the time being. At least for the first month.
Yeah.
So we got a couple goals to pick up a Switch, pick up an Xbox, so that way we can hit those exclusives to bring that content to you
so
guys.
if you're like, why is there no Super Mario Odyssey content when that comes out? Well, at that point, we might not own a Switch yet. Also, if you have a Switch or an Xbox One lying around that you're not using and you just want to hand
if you feel so generous that you want to give it to a couple strangers on the internet, we will take that off your hands. We will bury that burden.
Yeah, I'll bury that burden. If you're like, man, my Switch has been causing me to stumble and I just need to remove it from my life, we'll take that stumbling block onto us. I'll bury your burden and we'll make videos using it.
Yes, we will.
Your burden will create our videos.
In addition to that, though, anything that we get off of Patreon also goes into buying new equipment, better cameras, better lighting, better microphones,
100%
all of that sort of thing.
Of the Patreon will be going back into the channel right now.
Yeah, we're not going to buy new cars with.
You're not going to see we have 500 Patreons, and also I got a Lamborghini this month.
Yeah.
So that's not what it's going to be for. For now, it's we want better lighting, we want better camera equipment, getting an actual DSLR would be nice.
Oh man, tell me about it. Yeah.
More consoles. Also, games are expensive.
Games are expensive.
Just bought Madden for the video today. That was $60.
I'm going to go out and buy Uncharted here once this is done, too.
41.
Oh, no, I bumped my mic again.
But yeah, so this is not about the money. For us, it's we want to create the best content possible.
It's very much a passion project.
Yeah, and if you guys can join us in that journey, then it's not just us creating content. It's all of us together creating content. You can become part of the creation process with us.
In the future, the goal, at least one of our first long-term goals, is the both of us work day jobs.
Yes.
Which means that all of the content that we make is done in our spare time, including we both work at a couple churches. We do have significant others, and we're essentially giving up the rest of our free time to do this. And so our goal in the future, in the very least is to be able to support more of our lives through SavePoint, and maybe start working part-time at our day jobs. And then should the stars align and the planets all come together, maybe in the future we'd be able to do this full-time. Who really knows? But that's what we're shooting for.
The first step to that is getting us a Switch and an Xbox One, and some lighting equipment, and a better camera, studio, some other stuff.
On that note as well, there are a couple other forms of video content that we'll be doing. We will both be running vlogs.
Yeah.
Sam will have one on his own personal channel that will have a lot of SavePoint stuff.
Link in the description below for that also.
We will link that, and that will have a lot of SavePoint stuff involved in that. And I will be running a SavePoint vlog here on the channel myself, which will all be stuff that I film, rather than. Although I might steal some of your footage if it's good.
Stuff that we film.
Yeah, exactly.
Some behind the saves.
Behind the saves. And those sorts of videos are not going to be on any form of schedule. They'll just kind of come out when they come out, depending on if we do anything interesting off camera.
So maybe you'll check Twitter and see vlog today.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look, it's a SavePoint vlog.
Something else that I'm super, super excited about is we're going to start doing some themed months once those sorts of things come around. Or even just theme days too. I think the first one coming up will be. Actually, I was going to touch right before that. Is September 25th is Halo 3's anniversary, 10 years. Which I know this is our first video, so you don't know this yet, but I am a gigantic Halo fan.
Yes.
I'm
too much.
No such thing. If I was too much of a Halo fan, I would still like Halo 5, and it's booty.
Booty.
I love the original Halo games, especially the first trilogy plus ODST are outstanding games. And to celebrate Halo 3's 10th anniversary, we're going to shoot a video in that.
My favorite
because
Halo
that's
game is
also
Halo Black Ops.
Get out.
Halo Black Ops of War 3 is
I hate you so much.
Probably my favorite Halo game.
We're going to shoot a video in Halo 3 for the 10-year anniversary, and it'll also be a Chris's birthday video because my birthday is 2 days after that as well, and so we're gonna do something real special for that, and I'm excited about it.
Some cake I'm sorry. Shove some cake in his face,
and then immediately after that will be October, at which point we will launch Spook Point because October is going to be all horror games.
Spooky, scary skeletons
and shivers down the spine.
They'll shake and shiver in surprise when you hear those zombies shriek.
I didn't know the second part of that verse, I'll be honest.
I did.
And so we're going to play lots of scary games. I'm thinking Resident Evil, Alien Isolation, Until Dawn.
Insomnia maybe,
Outlast maybe. I'm going to see if we can't get Dead Space rolling on that as well, because that would be... I love Dead Space. And that'll be October, and we're super excited for that.
Late November is going to be Star Wars. The 12 days of Star Wars.
12 days of Star Wars. Yeah, both of us are massive Star Wars fans.
If you ever come to our apartment, there's a lot of Star Wars
I can
stuff.
see at least 3.
And there'll be more. There's more Star Wars stuff
There's
coming.
more stuff coming up because these are only Sam's that are on the wall so far. And so we're going to play lots and lots of different Star Wars games. I'm going to try and get some older stuff running. We're still looking at the equipment on getting older consoles working with our capture card.
Give it to the Patreon if we can get older content working. You want to see a Knights of the Old Republic video?
Knights of the Old Republic for sure.
Jedi Academy.
Jedi
Outcast.
Jedi Academy.
Rogue Squadron.
Republic Commando. The original Battlefront. The new Battlefront. And I think most of this will probably get kicked off with the brand new Battlefront 2 that's coming out, which we are super
That'll be a
hyped
should you
for.
buy for sure.
That'll be a should you buy. That'll be a gameplay. There'll be some form of behind the scenes because I'm not launching that crap.
Yeah, we'll be standing in line. It'll be cold and stuff.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
I'll be wearing nothing but my Star Wars underwear standing in line.
Underoos. You have like a Darth Vader mask on and a cape and underwear.
Yeah, I'll wear your Stormtrooper helmet and just like a pair of like Stormtrooper whitey tighties.
It'll be cool. I'm very, very excited for that.
And that's how I got kicked out of GameStop.
And that's how we got kicked out of GameStop. And so that'll be our first few themed things, and I think we've got some form of idea to do like all winter sport videos or something in December.
Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympics.
I was just thinking like Steep or SSX or something, but that's cool too.
But yeah, so we just kind of want to invite you guys to like watch, or if you watch this and you're like, I hate them, watch the Madden video. I think it's pretty funny.
I think it's pretty funny.
We're pretty funny. I hurt my leg.
I laugh a lot in it at my own jokes.
I hurt my leg pretty badly making it actually. It's like busted up.
Literal injuries.
We do. You got to do for the channel. But yeah, even if you're like gaming's not my thing, check back from time to time. Enjoy our content. We're here to have fun. If you absolutely hate gaming, or like I can't watch video games with games in it. The podcast, we're going to talk about a lot of random stuff.
Games. There's no rhyme or reason to the podcast. So
if you ever hung out with Chris and I, you know how our conversation
just spider webs out of everywhere. It's wonderful.
So that's pretty
we'll go from point A to point C in about 2 seconds.
Point A to point X.
X. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super, super excited about it. And I mean, we're not the most hardcore of gamers either. So I mean, really, if that's your sort of thing, I'm sorry.
I want people who are incredible at this game. We lost to the AI in Madden.
You're in the wrong place.
Spoiler alert to the Madden video, we lose.
It was hard. And I'm bad at Madden.
Madden's hard.
Madden's hard. We are going to do a story mode video in Madden too, which I'm excited about.
Probably up tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the idea really is we're not super hardcore ultra gamers or anything.
Ultra gamer.
So
get your ultra gamer pants on, boys. We're ready to go ultra gaming.
Put on your gunners,
gunner glasses, and your big boy pants.
Yeah.
Grab some Doritos and a Mountain Dew.
Because we about to do this. No.
We do have Doritos and Mountain Dew in our fridge, though.
No, I drank all the Mountain Dew.
And you don't put Doritos in the fridge, so I guess.
We don't have Doritos.
We don't have Doritos or Mountain Dew in our fridge.
Really, we're just approaching this to, I think, probably more from a comedic stance than anything else.
We're pretty funny.
We're okay.
Kind of funny.
That's different. That's already. That's taken. You can't say that. We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Mediocrely funny.
Moderately funny.
Go subscribe to Kind of Funny. They make better videos than we do.
Really, shout outs to Kind of Funny. They're hilarious. They're one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Make much better videos than we maybe ever will.
Until we get better, and then we'll be better. I'm calling you out, Game Over Greggy.
Yeah. Calling you out too, Funhouse. We're
What's
funner
up?
In the house than you are.
Funhouse. Our house is more fun.
Fun apartment.
Ha. Yeah, I think that's about everything that we wanted to say.
So like I said before, links to a bunch of things in the description. The important ones are our Facebooks, our Twitters, our Facebook, Save Point Facebook, our Twitter accounts, Instagram account for the channel, Patreon, my YouTube channel. I've got a couple videos that'll be up there already by the time you see this, so go check that out. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching.
I did want to touch on one other thing. This weekend, launch weekend, is going to be a little more different than... A little more different.
Aren't you an English major at one point in time?
Maybe. You don't speak a lot in English. It's writing.
A little more different.
Launch weekend is going to be a little more different than all our other weekends. Just because we didn't want to launch with just a podcast on Friday and then another video on Saturday. So we're going to put up about 4 or 5 videos this weekend, so that way you can watch our podcast, and I mean, hopefully you're watching this first, but you'll watch the podcast, and then you'll have a decent amount of other stuff to go through this weekend first.
A Madden gameplay video, a Madden story video, a Sonic Mania video,
and an Uncharted
video, and maybe something else.
I think we're gonna have 2 Uncharted videos. We'll probably do some of the campaign, and then probably the co-op survival, and that'll be our first weekend, and then it'll be regular stuff from there on out. Yeah.
So get pumped. I'm pumped. Are you pumped?
I'm so
pump up the jam.
Pump it up.
Pump it up. So pump it. Pump up the jam. I am done.
Bye. Thank you for
watching. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you didn't. Comment down below about how much
we suck.
More attractive Chris is than I am.
I am. It's true.
Bye.
I go turn it off.